Hello, friends. It's nice to see you again. Thank you for joining me. It's Andrea. Welcome back to my channel, Drea's Bears. I'm here to do a flip through of a journal that I call my Bouncing Bunnies journal. I've had it made for a while. It is currently listed in my Etsy shop now, but I thought I'd come and show you what I've done here. So this is along the same lines as some of my previous journals that you'll see in the first videos that I've made. It has the three sort of panels allowing the spine to be open here. And it does give it some flexibility in opening as well. The cover, I believe it measures, oh goodness, it measures, yes, 5 inches wide, 11 3/8 inches tall, and the spine is 2.5 inches, and it's really secure. The spine is tied in really nicely and securely, so there's no need to worry about anything coming loose on you. Most of the digitals that I've used in this journal are from My Porch Prints, and it is her, I'm not sure of the name of the actual kit, but it is her rabbits or bunnies. Specifically, it's about rabbits, and I love bunnies and rabbits and all those lovely creatures in the forest, so I couldn't resist this one. So on the cover, you can see I've used one of her images here, and lots of like old tablecloth and lace and crochet. There's some sheer material here that's been embroidered. These are all vintage and antique buttons from my personal collection. The cover is made with scrapbook paper. I'm not sure honestly where I found this paper, but it was so perfect. And I just really love the way this all laid out. So let's get right on inside here. So on the front cover, or in the front cover, I've done, just making sure I'm in screen here, these two, I just love these two looking at each other. This is the same image that was on the cover, but I really, really like it. And this is, gosh, I think this is part of a tablecloth. And here, what I've done, I'll just see if I can get this to stay in camera. This flips up, and underneath it, I've fussy cut out this really cool bit of scrapbook paper to create a tuck spot, so you can see it a little bit better when the pieces aren't in there. And on the back of the panel that I've flipped here is tea-stained paper, so there's lots of room for writing. So there's the image there, and then flipping it open, it's hard to fit it all in screen because it's just so big. So there's some spots for writing. And in that front pocket is a cute little bunny journaling card, and it's just plain on the back. It's just a thin little piece, and then a very sweet envelope, and it's filled with some goodies on the inside. So there's a little writing book here, or sorry, this is a little notebook that you can just toss in your purse or carry with you, and another little journal card. That's all of these have stitching around them, tea-stained paper on the back, tea-stained paper on the back, and there's that cute little, I love that little bunny. Tuck those back in, and I'll flip this back down so you can see the two pieces together. And then here I've created a little pocket, and I just think this is the cutest. Two little girls holding their pet bunnies. How adorable are they? They look so happy. And on the back, it's just plain white cardstock, and that just tucks away in here. There, and opening it up to the other side. This is just a little bit of collaging that I've done, and fussy cut out this, again, cute little gray bunny, and I've just left it open as a tuck spot. So there's three little tags. They have that sort of manila or brown colored cardstock on the back, so they have a bit of sturdiness to them. And they tuck in there some tea-stained paper, little piece of children's book that has some music on the back. Again, like with most of my journals, lots and lots of places for writing. Here's another cute little bunny, and on this side, what I've done is just a little bit of, well, there's beautiful lace trim here, and I've just glued it in the center, so there's two tuck spots for these two little envelopes. And I'm pretty sure there's surprises in both of these. Yeah, just extra writing paper, and a little label that you can use anywhere in the journal here. It's always nice to have little extra pieces that you can use to decorate your journal. And I'm not sure if, oh yeah, there's just a little piece of writing paper in there as well. So tea stained paper, but you could hide little notes in there or little tiny pictures. Some more paper. There's some ledger paper and some really beautiful, I'm not sure where I got that paper, but it's really pretty. And this is paper from a wedding, like a guest book from a wedding. I didn't take it from someone's wedding. It was just, I think I found it at Hallmark or something. Could you imagine just going to someone's wedding and sneaking paper? Excuse me, may I use this for my journals? And some more of that tablecloth that's been tattered a little bit and sewn on. I like to use stitching in my journals to give it a little bit of extra texture. Okay, so there's a rooster, but in the middle of this signature here is the bunny rabbit. So this is actually from an adult coloring book, and I just thought he would be perfect to put in the center signature. What fun. You can write all kinds of ideas or thoughts. You can journal all the way around him or add pictures. And if you choose to color him, I'm sure you could use anything, pencil, crayons, pens, paint. I'm sure it would be quite fun to play with all the different shading and, you know, use multiple colors or make them all one color, whatever you think you would like your rabbit to look like. And then there's the back of the rooster's tail there. Some tracing paper, just because I love the sound of it, and I love when it lays over and you can see the page behind it, the images there. So we're in the second half of the signature. Yes, and there's a cute little bunny that I stamped in a little mason jar tag. I think I found these tags at Michael's, and he's just paper clipped in there. Excuse me, it's a little dry in here tonight. Ledger paper. Here's a nice little pocket. Two little bunnies. This looks like it was a vintage postcard. This is just this is also from the My Porch Prints kit, but it looks like it would have been a postcard. And it says, "A bright and happy Easter." And there's another little journaling tag with stitching around it, tea stained paper, and again this cute little brown bunny there. I just tuck right on in there. And another little bunny rabbit on this side. This is a heavier weight cardstock, so it's got some nice texture. So if you wanted to add flips or something a little heavier onto that, like a little bag, like a little paper bag. I don't think I've got any handy. Oh, I do. So, you know, I have a little tea stained bag here. If you wanted to glue something like that to the back of this page to add extra little things in, this would be a nice sturdy page to do that. There's some more papers, all tea stained. So as I think I've said in my previous videos, all of my tea stained paper is acid neutral. So that means it's I've used is baking soda to neutralize the acid in it. So it is safe for photos. So you don't have to worry about, you know, putting pictures on the tea stained paper. Here is a little flip that I've made, but I just really loved this little bunny. So I had to post a picture or paste him. Oh my gosh, my English won't come out today. Above here. So it just looks like he's peeking over this little flip, and this flips out. And now, unfortunately, he's just a floating head in some flowers, but the concept is pretty cute. So I really like him there. And then on the back is a wee little bunny. And again, I've left him as a little pocket, and there's these sweet little teeny tiny tags. Now this is from a different My Porch Print kit. I'll try and link them below in the description. It was for a pocket. It was like a star-shaped pocket. There was two of them. One was in the shape of a star, and the other one was in a crescent moon, and they had all these sweet tiny little tags. And they just so perfectly fit behind this cute little bunny. So I quite like those. Little something extra. And that's the back of the first signature. So the first signature has 37 pages in it. The second signature has 31. Here's a nice crocheted square doily on the front as a tuck spot. and another little writing pad, so little girl with her bunnies, and a little writing pad with some nice paper there. Some little bunnies nibbling on some cabbage, I think, and a nice little rose journaling card that's been glued. Oh, I feel like there might be two there. Maybe not. I've just glued it onto some thick cardstock, that's why. So it's got some good heft to it. And they all just look so pretty in that little pocket. And I've just used decorative scissors here to give that a nice sort of, not really a deckled edge, but a waved edge there. I guess you could call it a deckled edge. Here's some collaging I did with the cutest little bunny in his little magic hat. Normally, had I turned the page correctly, he would have been hidden, so it would have been a nice little surprise for you. So here's the flip here, and there's Mr. Magic Bunny. More music paper. Here's a piece of lace that just looked really nice over this cabbage dyed paper. This is a purple cabbage that I boiled down and dyed the paper to get this lovely blue color. And some fun little practice paper for children to practice their writing. I just like the way that kind of tore out of the book to give it some texture. And a little pocket here. So there's a very dapper bunny with his top hat, and he's got a cane and some flowers. He must be going to see his girlfriend. Some crochet trim, and it is a pocket. So inside you can see this little bunny with a little tab on the top, so you can write a little something there. And on the back, just tea stained paper, again for journaling. I don't think I'll fight with that this evening. And on the other side, there is a pocket here. So I'll bring this tag over. So there's a pocket that you can tuck things into there as well. Piece from a botanical book. I just love this book. I use it often. And if you wanted to, you could gesso over the back and paint on this, or use it for writing. Again, for pictures, you can put tea stained paper. Again, if you wanted to, there's that little bag that I've tea stained, and glue a little something to that. There's lots of ways you can use this kind of, when there's paper that has writing on it, you can cover it in so many ways. Another little bunny, blank on the back for writing. And there's my captain's log book from one of the cruise books that I've purchased. Some really nice old paper. I just love this paper, and that has a true deckled edge. Here's the middle of the second signature with a cute little bunny card here, just paper clipped in. I'm going to slide that off carefully. So it is stitched. Oh, I remember now what I've done. I made this a while ago. So I've done a little double card here, and I just had it paper clipped over the edge. That's why I was having such a hard time getting it to come off in the first place. And there's that deckled paper again. Just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Another beautiful pocket. So I fussy cut this image out and tucked behind some lovely bunny tags. Again, with that brown cardstock on the back. I like this little guy. And this sweet little black and white bunny. I'm sorry for the shadows. I think I've mentioned before, I need to film at night because sometimes it gets a little noisy in my house. And this is the quiet time, so the lighting isn't always perfect, but, oh, here's my, I don't know if you can see him, Mr. Captain. My black cat has just decided to join us. Here's another, there's the other side of that page there. Here is the moon that I was talking about. It's made into multiple pockets. So what I've done here is cut out the moon, and it's layered. So there's multiple pockets. I'll show you how this works. Of course, the rabbits don't come as part of the moon. I've just glued a little rabbit to look like he's sort of sitting in the moon or on the moon, or he is the moon. And then there's another little guy. This one, this particular image is not from the kit. He just happened to be another little woodland rabbit that I had from a previous kit, but I just needed him to sit in that pocket. And then there's a little pocket here and another pocket here. So there's multiple pockets creating this moon, and all these fun shaped tags. There's little stars, and they're all blank on the back. So you can write on them, or you can use them for decorating. You could create little, you know, little dangles. You could punch a little hole in them and hang them from paper clips. There's all kinds of things that you can do. You're only limited by your imagination, right? Okay, I'll just tuck that in there. And then there's another envelope here with the same bunny there on the front and back, and then a little bunny journaling card on the inside that's just plain white on the back there. And I will paper clip that back together. Turning the page over, so here's a cute little pair of bunnies just looking down, and here's the other side of that. I guess it's an envelope, I realize now, flip that I had created. So there's a little bunny face here that I fussy cut out and some nice lace trim. And then flipping it over, this is the window of the, sorry, I think my cat, Captain, is going to knock. If he knocks the camera, I'm so sorry. So I've just collaged some paper, some music paper, and some other scrapbooking paper around. And then in the window, you can see the little rabbit. And I'll try and get this out in the most graceful way possible. Give him a little tug. And there's the little tag I created just by sort of Frankensteining some paper together and sewing him on the back there. There's the other side of that lace and music paper. This is the back of the middle signature. And here, cute little, look at how cute that little fellow is. And tea stain paper on the back. And you can see I just adore this little bunny. So this tag holds this flip down. So if you want to flip that over, we need to take him out and then he flips. So he's blank on the back for writing or for a photograph. And then some little labels here that you can write on as well onto the music paper. So that's just some collaging that I did there. Good, and changing into the last signature. So the last signature has 36 pages in it, and I absolutely love, love, love this trim. I have no idea where I found it, but if I ever remember, I'll buy some more. I have very limited left of it, and this is one of my upside down pockets, I call them. So everything tucks in from the bottom up. And here's a lovely little rabbit that very nicely says rabbit on the bottom, in case you didn't know. Tea stained paper on the back, and another one of those really nice rose journaling tags. You could easily use that as a bookmark for something. And he just tucks right on in there, peeking out, which I like. Flipping it over, here's another little pocket that I've made. So I've done some collaging, again, using some labels here, and cute little bunny pocket. And I just cut it out at the top. The scrapbooking paper at the back, I cut it out to make it match this piece here. This is the original tag. So I kind of gave it a tag top shape. Goodness, I hope I'm making sense today. And then there's a few more little tags here. Again, they all have that card. The small cards, these ones all have that brown cardstock on the back. And this one, I think I have sewn tea stained paper. Yep, tea stained paper on the back. And this one I love. It looks like a little recipe card. I love how he's just darting across. It looks like he's going so quickly. And then another one here with the brown cardstock. Tuck. Sneak those back in here. Sneak, sneak, sneak. There we go. And a little piece of doily. And again, that little darting rabbit. I think, yes, this is another one of those double cards that I've done. And again, I've sewn around it, just again, to give it some texture. I really like that. And instead of using cardstock or tea stained paper, this is a recycled paper bag that I've just used on the inside here. I like the texture. It has a different texture, so feels nice. And I think journals should be a tactile thing as well as a visual thing. That's how I like them. Anyways, and this is a little piece from a bird book. It's got, I think, a turkey vulture here. Maybe not a good idea to have in a bunny journal. I didn't think about that. And this is from a French botanical book. Some more of that cabbage dyed blue paper. And some little bits here. This is from a Gardener's Book of Latin. And some nice paper. Here's another lovely piece of that crocheted trim. And another pocket. So again, a nice fussy cut. This almost reminds me of a snow globe a little bit. I just like the way that came out. And then in it are some more tags. You've got lots and lots of space for writing in this particular journal, or for pictures, or for paintings, or for doodles. There's just anything you want to do. Have fun, be playful, or just look at it and flip through. I have a couple of journals, I must confess, that I haven't written in. I just love looking at them and hearing the sound of the papers turn, and just seeing what the artist has done to, I don't know, to put their journal together, looking at their ideas. It's just so nice to see other artists' work as well. So these are 2 time cards that I've just secured together using just a little bit of cotton canvas here. And then I've made a little flip. So there's another sweet little bunny that I've fussy cut out. So he looks like he's popping out of the roses. And it pops open here, and there's a little pocket. And looks like they're having a little carrot party in the garden. And again, tea-stained paper on the back. I don't think I'll fight with that one as well. I'll come back to that. And there's the other journaling card on the back. Journaling card. Time card. Sorry about that. Tea-stained paper and some ledger. And another pocket. Again, this looks like it was also a reproduction of a postcard. And there's my lovely, oh, it says figure 1, the hare. Very good. I realize my hands are probably casting shadows. I'm sorry about that. And tea-stained paper on the back. And another little rabbit I've just sewn and made into a belly band here. And there's 2 little kids looking at their baskets of bunnies. And again, this is just a little notepad. And of course, the things that are in the pockets and the things that are, you know, in belly bands like this, they don't need to stay where I've put them. You can move them around as you like. You can take them out and use them for other things. You can use them for decorating or collaging in the journal. There's no real rule that they have to stay where I've put them, unless you love them there. And this is the other side of that French botanical book. Beautiful flowers here. Just love those pink flowers. And more ledger. And here I think is almost, yep, this is the back page of the back signature. So here's a little flip that I've done. I really think this bunny is just the sweetest. He's one of my favorite. So you just flip open the tab, and there's this sweet little girl dancing with her bunny. I just love that. And I've just used some washi tape to decorate the inside here. And then I have a little round piece that I've just secured in with, I don't know what these little guys are called. I honestly can't remember what they're called, but they have the little, the 2 little legs that pop open, and I've just secured them behind this paper here, so they're hidden. But you know, just a fun little element, moving element there. I like to have surprises in the journals. And you could even, I'm sure I've said this in other things, you can use them as tuck spots. So I don't have a journaling card handy right now, but here's a funny little cat image that I've made. So for some of my embroidery, so you could tuck, you know, anything under there and secure it, little notes, pictures, or you could just have fun playing with it. And then turning it over, there's the paper on the back of the signature. And then just as I did at the front cover, I've created a flip here. So using that beautiful crochet, I don't have a lot of this left. I really love this crochet piece that I found, and it flips up. So there's this sweet little bunny. I just adore that image. And then it flips up, and I've done the same thing. So there's tea-stained paper on the back. I'll pull that down for you to see, but I've fussy cut this beautiful floral wreath out, and I've tucked in all kinds of little goodies here. So there's this cute little set of bunnies, just plain on the back. And there's this other lovely brown bunny, again, plain on the back. There's a cute little white rabbit with roses, tea-stained paper on the back. And then there's a little couple here, 2 white rabbits and plain. This is a little thicker cardstock. And then you can see the fussy cut out, so you can kind of see the pocket and the stitching. And then here again, just to show you, that's the tea-stained paper there. And I'll just tuck these little fellows in. Well, I'll try. Actually, it's fairly easy, surprisingly. I wasn't sure how easy it would be to slip things in with all of the extra little leaves and, you know, bits sticking out, but the paper is pretty sturdy, so they actually slip in quite nicely. And it just looks so neat to have them in this wreath of flowers. Closing that up, and there's the back cover. So you can see the stitched on canvas, and again, there's that. So just to remind you again, there's 3 signatures. So there's 37 in the first signature, 31 pages in the second signature, 36 in the last signature, with a total of 104 pages total. Or if you think of them front and back, there's 208 pages that you can write on. Lots of extra writing space, tags and things that you saw. Lots of places for decorating as well. This is already up in my Etsy shop. So my Etsy shop is also called Drea's Bears, and I'll put the link for this below in case you're interested. And I'm just looking on my little notes to see if there's anything else I need to tell you. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So again, thank you very much for stopping by, and I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, people who've been following along with me on this journey, people who are just joining. I really appreciate it. My sweet little channel is growing. It's been very exciting to watch it grow, and I hope I'll be back very soon with another journal. Thank you for coming, and I hope you found some inspiration and some joy today. Bye, everyone.